Okay, here we go. We're live. Oh, we're on YouTube? Oh, welcome back, everybody. Gregor says, I'm looking forward to this. Um, I don't know. Let me go ahead and reset your expectations, brother. Set your expectations back lower. I don't know what you showed up here for, but I hope you get it. But there's no promises. Just one of those days. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another exciting YouTube market stream, live trading stream. It's been a long morning. So President Trump is alive. Everyone's saying, oh, he won the election, won the election. He's got to survive long enough to make it to the election. But we did have some huge news yesterday. Senator J.D. Vance has been announced as Trump's vice presidential running mate. Now, in case you guys are not that well versed in politics, J.D. Vance is one of those, when you think about, and I worked up there for a few years, and I can tell you this from experience, the majority of the people on there are power hungry, soulless hacks. And honestly, I really don't mean that disrespectfully, as disrespectful as that sounded. It's just true. The job description attracts a certain kind of person, and that kind of person is not that. How do I say? Like, let's say honest. They're not honest people. But then you have like five or six senators up there that'll actually stand up for what they believe in. They don't get invited to the parties. They're not friends with anybody. Nobody wants to have them around. Their wives don't go to the whatevers together because they're actually trying to fight for their people. So I'd say Representative Jim Jordan is on that list. I would put, what's his name? Dan Crenshaw with the one eye. He got shot in Iraq in his eye or whatever. Like, there's certain people in there that really are fighting. Chip Roy, he's another one. And then JD Vance. JD Vance is one of the most, he's aggressive. He's very, I say, consistent about what he believes in, what he stands for, and he doesn't really care about party lines. He's really willing to vote for the things that he genuinely feel like are going to help his people. So I think it was one of the best picks that Trump could have made. Did not see that coming. I thought he was going to hit a Tulsi Gabbard, to be honest. I thought he was going to hit Tulsi Gabbard, or who do I think he was going to do? Yo, imagine if he got RFK, bro. Imagine the Trump RFK ticket. But I would say that the Trump JD Vance ticket is impossible to beat, especially if the Democrats want to run Biden. So I think he really might have solidified the election for sure. Uh, da, 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 da. Oh, I want to go show the receipts. So if you guys were here on the stream yesterday, let me show you guys the trades that we called out. I know a lot of people who are watching this for the first time don't really know what we do here. Really, we just give out free money, apparently. So let me show you guys this real quick. Okay, so we had this trade marked off on the stream yesterday. Market never hit, and we were just waiting for a correction. That price was 20,353.1. Okay, that was the entry price that we had on yesterday's stream. That was called over 24 hours ago. Earlier this morning, market came down, hit this, or actually, this was Monday. This was yesterday. Okay, so this retest actually happened yesterday. My bad. I must have missed this. But market came down and hit that entry zone 15:30. That's 3:30 p.m. About an hour and a half before market closed. So towards the very end of the session, ran up, hit that TP1. And then this morning, I would say not even this morning, during London session, we came back, hit that 20,353.1. We ended up retesting that zone this morning. Absolutely incredible. Maybe a little bit higher than 351.1. And then now we have this double bottom retest. So what I'm looking for right now is a double bottom at this 20,388 level, which is basically this kind of support that we have. A lot of people might be asking, Roy, that how is that the support if we have all these wicks? And this is the real support. If you look at all the body of the candles, we have a support level here. Body of the candles form support here. If I can remove this, body of the candles respected support here, and body of the candles respected support here. So even though you have wicks below the zone, the body of the candles are establishing that support level a bit higher. That's why we had that wick rejection this morning. And that's why now I'm looking for a potential double bottom rejection. Just I want price to shoot down. I want to buy it down here, and I want to take this thing all the way up to about the New York session highs from yesterday. Any questions, comments, concerns? He said, good to know who to stay away from. I mean, obviously, guys, make your own judgments, right? Like do your own research. I'm not your dad. I'm not gonna tell you who to hang out with and who to not hang out with. But now that I've at least raised some awareness, like just keep your eyes up and you'll see the signs. They're like, y'all ever have a friend that's dating some absolute nut job, and the red flags are about as bad as they can get? She walked in with like a knife in her hand and stabbed him, and she was like, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna stab you. And the guy was like, no, she just jokes around like that. Like, you ever had a friend like that? Right? That's kind of how I feel about those individuals. It's like the red flags are so crazy, and everyone's like, oh, I mean, but I thought he was telling the truth. Like, I don't know. I didn't see that one coming. Like, that's how I feel when I see this stuff. That's why the other day somebody had asked me something about some EA or whatever, and I told them, I'm like, you got to take personal responsibility, bro. We're not going to sit here and blame individuals, like blame people in this industry for selling a product or a service or whatever. Like, dude, let's all be adults, because let's be real. Are we ever going to be able to stop people from scheming, from finding a finesse, from doing something that's shady, extracurricular or shady activities? Probably not, right? You probably got a better chance at, what did what's his name? What did Jim Rohn say? You got a better chance of sitting on the sun in the morning, keep it from coming up. All right, so let's all take personal responsibility. You're not going to stop people from being dangerous. You're not going to stop people from being shady. It's the same argument I have for people talking about some you can't blame that kid, you can't blame that woman for walking at 3 in the morning in that empty in the empty alley in the most dangerous city, in the most dangerous part of the city. It's like I can't, but we do need to take, it's not your fault, but we got to take responsibility. You understand? Like, if the market manipulation happens, right? And I'm on this broker and the broker's kind of sus, right? And this has happened live on the stream. It might not be my fault that the market got manipulated that day or something weird happened where a giant wick gets formed or whatever, but it's my responsibility not to blow my fucking account. My responsibility to pick a better broker. My responsibility to hold the broker accountable if I feel like there was some shady activity by taking good notes. It is my responsibility to pick up the pieces, God damn it. Excuse my language. Said I like that saying. Which one? You got a better chance of sitting on the sun, keep it from coming up. Shout out to Jim Rohn. Buddy's goated. Didn't Vance used to trash talk about Trump? I'm sure everybody did at some point, Sam. It's politics. God damn, you're not going to find somebody. If you find a dick rider, you got the wrong person on your team, right? Because a dick rider was not reasoned into that relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? They were emotionally led to it. If you can be emotionally led into a decision to support someone, you can be emotionally led to not support them. That's that old saying. It's like you can't reason somebody out of a decision that they didn't reason themselves into. So you don't want somebody who's a diehard, no matter what Trump says, whatever, whatever. That's never going to work. But you also don't want somebody who disagrees with Trump but is too scared to say it, like Pence. Like that's just going to be destructive for everybody. Took a buy on London close, something about the Open, closed by New York Open. Oh, good shit. Okay, okay, okay. I took that buy too yesterday, 3 p.m. Good stuff. He said, look at US 30. Why are you crying, bro? The fuck? Get it together. Get your act together. Okay. Well, now I understand. Huh. Interesting. This is what I see for Naz. Oh my God. See, Josh, this is why you can't trade this system on U30, because, but what the fuck is this? Actually, wait, never mind. Never mind. Still valid. We had pushed first, and then we had break the top second, and then we had the release. But the release created a higher low. So you can't trade this because look, from here to here, what fib do you guys think this is? We just have to take a wild guess here, right? If we hit this fib, what fib do you guys think that is? You already know what it is, okay? Now, same with London. We go from here to here. You guys know what fib that is? I'll just show you. I'll show you that one. Make it real quick. Still got them reversed. Insane. Go ahead and remove the TPs. Wow. Right? So technically valid, but U30 is absolutely smashing right now. We got to get back and focus on NASDAQ because sure as hell ain't missing that trade. Also, NASDAQ might crash through while US 30 is pumping. It seems like they're taking money out of tech and putting it in something else. Let's check the dollar. Dollar is also pumping. So industrial stocks and cyclicals are doing well. High risk, high beta tech stocks are getting crushed. Not crushed, but they're kind of counter correlated. So the dollar's up, industrials and cyclicals are up, tech is down, and gold is up. Super secret magnet indicator. Can't beat it, can't fight it, can't touch it. Stop. Fuck it. God, we're hopping off the stream now. I'm about to throw my computer through the window. Stop. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, can we? Nah, everybody put a magnet in the chat, or I swear I'm never live streaming again. Put a put a magnet in the chat, or I don't know, bro. I'm about to. This is crazy. Not just hitting TP in a day. It's gonna reach. Don't worry. Magnet's still on the way. Super secret magnet indicator. Can't beat it. Can't fight it. Undefeated. Undisputed. Can't find it anywhere else but the Chart Addicts live streams 24/40 target smashed. Please put a magnet in the chats. You're talking to me, what about XAU USD? That's what about XAU USD. All right, Zinc Gaming. Bro, stop fucking playing, bro. I'm definitely getting kicked out of my building today. 100% I'm getting evicted. And once they see the trade, they're going to understand. They're going to understand.
Nav's almost there, Roy. It's dropping pretty hard right now.
Oof. First off, don't ever bring my attention, bring my awareness to something that's relevant to all of us in a timely fashion ever again, Josh. Okay?
My bad. Never will do it again.
He said, fuck, now I got to make thousands of dollars and everybody else is going to get paid and whatnot. That's a horrible. I think this thing's going to break through, man. I'm going to have to be a little bit patient here. And I've seen this movie before where US 30 absolutely smashes. And then you have all of those factors where the dollar's pumping, gold is pumping, tech is dropping, but US 30 is pumping. Shit. All right. Well, I'm getting in on this tester.
Order filled.
Thanks for the fucking announcement. Okay. Tester entry is in. Wait, let me adjust. Sell ask. And we're a couple pips away. I'm gonna save some ammo here. Enter one more time. Save some ammo on the sidelines. Let's get this trading panel up. Beautiful. Go into a trade. Resume. He said never be proficient again. Rich, what did you just say? Never be proficient again? That'll make no sense. So the wick up to the 61, that's basically going to be the majority of the trade. Because if this thing is bearish, as we can see by this big wick rejection here, if it's going to break through, we're going to hit TP1, maybe a break right above, and then we're going to smash. So I'm going to enter another entry here just to catch this wick up because we're
Order filled.
very likely to not get the full move today. So I'm just going to catch this scalp and call it a day. Oh, come on. No, I mean, very slight rejection. We respected the zone, but that's a very weak rejection. Come on, dude. It's always the most liquid days that Nasdaq is playing this. Because usually people are dumping a lot of money out of tech and it's just ending up everywhere else because that's how much money is in these tech stocks. So I think this is one of those, I think this is going to be one of those days where tech is going to get crushed. Is there an earnings report? Like we had core retail sales come out smasher. We could even look at this report right here. Man, I'm gonna give this thing a second. If we fill the full wick, I'm gonna close the trade. All right, I'm jumping out. This is not it. This is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. Uh, give it. Fuck, we haven't closed below the lows yet. I like maybe we get a rejection back up for a retest. So I don't want to close this prematurely. Okay, we're getting a bit of a rejection now. I just want to see this thing reject back up to close without a loss. I don't think we need to close a loss here. But judging by how aggressive it is, all right, yeah, fuck this. I'm just gonna re-enter.
Order filled.
That's not it. We've already filled this bottom wick. If we close back above that support level, I'll take another trade, but it just looks like we said why not 350? Because if you just look at the correlation between US 30 pumping, the dollar pumping, and gold pumping at the same time, this is a bet against tech, is what I'm seeing. And like if they're selling out of tech, they don't sell out a little bit. They're gonna sell out aggressive as fuck, and it's just only gonna get worse. So, I mean, if we reject that zone and close above, I'll entertain it, but something tells me we're coming all the way down to 20,230. So, ah, fucking hell. Bruh, this fucking market. Well, it is what it is. Bank of America's reporting or some insurance companies. Yeah. No, this is a tech play. Because catching a falling knife at this moment, Derek, I wouldn't do that, is what I would say. I'm gonna take this thing back to 20,234. Remember earlier this week we talked about how markets move in twos and how we had the big drop, and the second option was this other an equal size move to the downside. Do you guys remember this? Oh, there is this dude scraping right next to my fucking window, and this shit is crazy. What type of construction requires scraping like this right next to my window? Is fucking insane. This is about the most annoying thing I can deal with right now. Okay. Equal size move puts us. Let me see if this lines up with an extension level. No extension level, right at the previous lows, around the 8.8. Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, that's the zone. We got a zone there. Backup zone here. Delete this, delete this. Okay, we have another floor right here. Body to wick. Fuck. Okay, second, this is the next trade. And I'm not mad because we're not going to make the money back, y'all. Like, if you're watching this for the first time, we're going to make our money back guaranteed. Like, this is just the way the strategy works. But I just don't want to have to be here all day. And I sure as hell don't want to have to, like, I'm going to make money this week, but, like, the losses kind of ate up some of the it's just so annoying, right? Why can't I just take the trade, make the money, walk away? But then again, obviously, this is not a fairy tale. This is not a Disney movie. Okay, so whatever the market gives us, we'll accept. And it is what it is. So now we have two backup trades. We have this kind of smaller time frame structure here, and then we have this larger time frame 886. This, I think, is the single biggest trade we're going to have. This is going to be the 20,100 full retest of this big impulsive move. Okay, because we had this area of no traffic right here, and then we had this neckline get started up. That bigger time frame 886 that lines up with the equal size move, right? Copy and paste this thing down. I have to extend this. That's a lot more like it. Okay. It's gonna be a great trade. Gonna be a great trade, great trade, great trade. Go ahead and mark this off. On this. Drop that down. Extend that right. The same thing here. Ouch. That's not fun. We got this triple bottom forming here, so nice little range getting formed up. I am expecting a break of that range, but time will tell. It's possible we still reject, but we have a lower high formation right here. We're due for this pullback. So I think overall, I think we're going to be good. The bottom will be in at 1:30 EST. Happy trading. Camille, you ain't even taken the class yet, already calling it out to the time. But you better have an explanation if you're going to do all that. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Why don't you fucking mind your business, YouTube? Y'all see YouTube is trying to sabotage the whole situation? We stopped doing ads on the videos. They're like, oh, you should throw some ads because people are watching. Yeah, no shit. People are watching. It's the best stream on YouTube. Whether you're a trader or not, you're going to get some market knowledge. You're going to get some updates on news. And you're going to see me blown
Order filled.
sometimes. Order filled by what? Hold on. What? Yo, what the fuck was that? You guys heard me close the trades earlier, right? This thing entered me in another trade. Yo, hold up. That's not cool. That makes no fucking sense. No, I said sell two at 20,580. How the fuck did it not sell it until Bro, that just got me so fucking pissed. But I'm tiptoeing on the max equity right now. I don't even think I can take a trade. No, I can still take one trade, but it's not even worth it. It's not even worth the risk. Yo, fuck. What? I'm gonna have to go back and watch the stream over and double check. I swear on my life I closed it. Okay, dude. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and review that. I'm gonna go back and review. Interesting. All right, let's go through this report real quick so I can hop off. We'll do monthly retail sales. Let's see the biggest. 704 billion in June compared to 704 billion in May. So I don't know where they're getting a 0.3% change from. Retail sales were down. Non-store retailers were up 8.9%. So that's kind of been the big shift is store retailers are down, but Amazon, Walmart, all online shopping has been up. So that's going to be a consistent theme over the next 4 or 5 years, while food services and drinking places were up 4.4%. This is actually a pretty big theme. Prices start to come down a little bit. All those crazy tips that you have to do just to carry out your food and all this stuff, things have started to slow down. So I think that that one makes sense. God, that Trade of Eight shit just pissed me off so much. He said, "You got clipped, brother. You didn't closed. We heard you opening it. You heard me opening it, and then you also heard me close it. When I said, 'Yo, I'm closing this trade,' and I was mad, and it said order filled, that was the sound of it closing. Um, I haven't had an issue with Trade of Eight up until now, dude. I was up 4%. Basically just clipped a good 1.2% on that trade, which is fine. But at the same time, it's like I didn't need to lose that 1 point whatever percent. I should have been down probably zero point 0.8 or zero point 0.9 max. So I don't fucking know, dude. Anyways, I'm gonna go back and watch the stream. If I did close it and somehow I was still in that trade, yeah, Trade of Eight's gonna hear from me. Just the way it is. So I saw it leave I mean, and then now it's gonna reject up. And if I had the ammo, I could enter, but like now I'm on the sideline. Like this is the shit that pisses me off. Because you can't go to a company and say, you owe me for profits I should have made. Right? But it's never like the loss that fucks up your account. It's always like some weird shit happens with a server freeze on an account, and then it's the second trade that you missed that would have made it all back that you can't take because you're past your max loss. That's the one that fucks you up. That's the one that should have made you all the money. But you can't hit up a company and be like, yeah, you got to refund me money I should have made. You just have to sit there and take the L. So, who knows? Fucking if this wicks up, then it's gonna be a crazy day. Do some looking around here on the news. Try to see what we can find. That sucks. All right, y'all. Write down these price levels so you don't miss these trades because they're coming in. So it's better to use Tradeovate actual software. It's more accurate with open and closing and just managing your trades. No, it doesn't matter what the fuck I'm using, if it's mobile or whatever. If you close a trade, it should close. I don't give a fuck if it's the app, the web version, whatever. If it's the web version is that trash, they shouldn't make it available. So I don't really want to hear about I should have used another platform. Why the fuck is this one available if it doesn't work? Simple question. All right, whatever. Non-store retails. Can I get some actual information here? Technical documentation. Survey methodology. Nope. Let's look at the data. Okay, good. Here we go. Furniture and home prices are down dramatically. Pretty good time to get some home furniture. The fuck is electric shopping or elective shopping? Oh, non-store retailers, elective shopping. Okay. That's up. So people shopping online, way up. That's last year. So food and drinking services still up. Retail sales, trade. What the fuck is this so hard to read for, bro? Give me the fucking chart, man. My bad, guys. I'm a little agitated today. Let me chill out for a sec. Um, so food and drinking, online shopping, miscellaneous store retailers. I'm guessing this is a lot of summer stuff. Like if you were to go and buy stuff at like a beach store that has hats and all this bullshit, I'm sure that would qualify for miscellaneous store retailers. General merchandise stores, I'm talking Dollar Trees, I'm talking super centers, Walmarts, Targets, etc. Those seem to be up. Actually, it seems like the merchandise stores are up, but department stores are down. But we also see that online shopping went up, so that's probably where all the money's going. Sporting goods, hobby, musical instruments, and bookstores. You're gonna be talking about like Guitar Centers, Dick's Sporting Goods, Modell's, all that stuff. Prices are down. I'm assuming because it's also summer, kids not playing school sports, not really needing much there. Okay. I mean, all in all, it looks like things are pretty good. Like there's a seasonality effect to this where all the things that are slightly lower than expected are because kids are out of school, there's no school sports, there's less instruments like concerts and things like that for local bands and the Philharmonics in the summer. And then you see like online retailers and shopping booming because people are trying to buy stuff for cheap before they travel. Makes a ton of sense. But overall, great news for the economy. Not sure why NASDAQ is dropping. But most of the stores that are going to be beneficiaries of that seasonality are going to be industrial and cyclical stocks, which typically are US 30. And NASDAQ is more technology based, which is more long term, high risk. And there's really not much going on now besides the bursting of the first AI bubble. So it's all good, bro. Yeah, it's gonna, I mean, it's straight, brother. It's not my first rodeo. I mean, the thing is, it's never losing in private is one thing. Losing in public is a whole different thing. Okay. Because I asked this question to all the students that I have every time. It's like, do you care about losing? They'd be like, yeah, of course I do, whatever. I'm like, if you lost and nobody would ever find out, if you lost this trade and no human would ever find out ever, would you care? Or would you care as much? And usually the answer is no, right? Unless you put your last dime into the account, then you're like stressing and like it's a big deal or whatever. So it's really like, yeah, I'm fucking good. As soon as I hop off this stream, it's gonna be straight. But until then, I just gotta sit here and soak in this L. You know what? And I'm gonna soak in this L like a fucking champ. I'm gonna turn my camera back on for this. Go through the rest of this report with you guys. Roy, do you have any insight on the current car market and what auto markets are going through right now? Actually, something that I've been looking up. Let's go to used car price index. Give me something. The Census Bureau. Mannheim. Pause. The St. Louis Fed. I'll trust them. Okay, so post 2020, we obviously had this massive rise in car prices. Oh my God. Car prices almost doubled, used car prices. And we've come down about halfway. See, this is what the Fibonacci tool is used for. You can basically take a Fibonacci tool, and let me see if I can actually find this. Yo, say I find this shit on TradingView. ETA02, ETA02. Stop fucking playing. Intervals less than 1 minute. Oh, 1 month. Oh, okay. All right, so this is COVID. That's 2020. Okay, here's the COVID dip. So let's see how far we've pulled back. Bing, bing, probably about 50%, almost halfway. So we're about halfway back to where we were pre-COVID. Isn't that cool? Isn't technical analysis so dope? I just turned this analysis into a statement that answers your question, which is we are about halfway back to the prices that we were at pre-COVID. So if the car was at 100 or was at $10,000 and then it went all the way up to 20,000, now it's probably sitting around 15 grand. Okay. Bro, I took an L earlier today. Shit happens. No crying here. Yes, brother, but you get to have an anonymous picture on YouTube and never show your face. And ain't nobody watching you and your account. And that's true. But it's okay, Rich, because we're all taking this trades together, win or lose. We're all in this. Actually, that's not even true. Let me not sit here and lie to y'all. We're not in this together because trading is an individual sport. Now we're supporting each other. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all and say we're all in this together. After I get off this stream, guess what? Am I responsible for your account after we get off? No, you are. It's not a team sport, but it is a team effort because it takes a village. Okay. Car manufacturing is doing a squeeze and will only produce for the next 1 to 2 years COVID demand. So Low demand on the car side because prices went up. Low demand on the car side because interest rates are too high. Manufacturers are going to produce less because they don't want to just sit there on a shit ton of inventory. So they have to basically produce only what they can afford to. How many times have we seen you win? Every time, my baby. This is stream number 278, and I'll tell you guys this much, I'm sick in the head. I'll win 277 times, but I'll lose once. I'll remember the loser. Why? Because I expect to win, because I'm a fucking winner. My bones and my blood, every cell in my body just vibrates winning all the time. So it's an expectation of me that I win. That's why losing is so devastating to me. A man like myself, of my stature, losing, unbelievable. So that's kind of what I'm going through. But I'm happy that we get to go through this together and I get to articulate this with you guys. I'm pissed as fuck. First, I missed the trade wick right before the market opened. And then that bitch wants to come down. And then Tradeovate doesn't exit me out the trade. And I'm confused because I know for a fact I closed it, but the trade was still active. So now I'm going to have to go review and take screenshots and send it to Tradeovate or send it to Apex and be like, yo, what the fuck happened? And send them the recording of the stream. And they're going to hit me with some bullshit like, oh, well, you should have stayed on the screen because even if you heard the sound, if you get off the screen too fast, it doesn't, they're going to hit me with some shit and I'm going to be shit out of luck, but I need closure because I'm not letting that one just slide. Looks like NAS 100 might have swiped those equal lows. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means. It either did swipe the equal lows or it did not. So it might have swiped them. Did it break the lows or not? Where was it? Gregor. Can't wait for the summit. I've been talking to your teammate Bryce, trying to get it set up. El Nawa, looking forward to seeing you out there. Bryce is an absolute legend, and you're in about the best hands that you can be in. So anything you need, let us know. We'll make sure you get taken care of, for sure. This is me trying not to throw my computer outside of my window. Here's what I'm gonna do. Selfish day. I'm hopping off the stream. So that's what's going to happen, people. Because I could suck it up and I could display a Gandhi level style of forgiveness and patience and all this stuff. Or I can literally do what I'm supposed to do after a loss, which is get off my computer, go do something physical, come back, and get my fucking work done. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lead by example. I am bitching out. What I'm doing is I'm leading by example here by getting off the screen. You're welcome, if anything, right? Throw something in the chats if you guys enjoyed this stream, win or lose. Let me know if you guys learned something. Say, put a 1 if you learned something, put a 2 if you're just like, fuck you, Roy, I didn't learn shit. All right. Put something in the chats here. Make sure you hit a like. And of course, check out the brand new video we just dropped with Swaggy C, 29-year-old entrepreneur trader, $10 million house, next door neighbors with Logan Paul. And yo, people didn't believe me when I posted this. They thought it was edited. No. Yo, this shit really happened, bro. 3. The most iconic moment. So Conor McGregor's last fight was against Dustin Poirier. He kicked him and snapped his leg. That was the last time that we've seen Conor McGregor in an octagon in 2021. And the most iconic moment is he looks at Dustin and he goes, because they were being hella nice the second fight, and he got his ass beat for being too nice to Dustin. And he was like, fuck all that sweet shit. He said, tomorrow night, you're dead. He said, on me life, you're dead tomorrow night. One of the most iconic moments in UFC history. So I'm looking at this shit the other day. Because I was talking to Swaggy C, and when I in the video, he lets me hold the WWE belt, and he also has this UFC belt, and I don't know what the fuck the UFC belt was. He tells me the story, I don't believe him. You're dead tomorrow night. So he's like, yeah, no, you got to look at the stage. Like, look at the press conference and look at the stage. And so I went back to the press conference. You guys know what's crazy? Do y'all know who that is in the back? Conor! Okay, so let me recap this. Conor's last fight in the UFC ever to be seen ever anywhere. You got Joe Rogan and Conor McGregor. Conor is dead serious about fighting Dustin. And then you got Swaggy C and his brother just hanging out in the back. I thought the shit was photoshopped in the photo. And then I see this shit and I'm like, bro, what the hell is going on? And this is Hunter Campbell. He's the current CEO of the UFC. So it's like a Swaggy and Hunter Campbell just hanging out backstage at UFC 264, and you have Rogan and Conor. Huge fight. So the belt that he had, he was letting me hold this shit. He was like, yeah, bro, like he was showing me pictures of him at the fight. I was like, dude, you have a crazy house, but for some reason I don't believe this story at all.
But you
And then
stand for your career.
it's right there.
What?
This is one of the most iconic moments.
16 hours
Listen.
time. This man is gonna learn that if you disrespect a person's kindness and take it as a weakness, you must pay. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna make this man pay with his life, and I mean it. You're dead in that octagon tomorrow night.
Conor McGregor, ladies and gentlemen.
Craziness. So I went back. So I called Swaggy. I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? How did you even land that? And that's how you spend your money. The supercars and all that shit is dope. But putting 6 figures for you and your siblings to go to do something that is, you literally can't replicate that. That moment in history, you can buy another UFC backstage, whatever. That moment in history is one of the most, iconic of all time. Amal Saleh said, show the chart. Bro, why don't you blow me? The fuck you think we've been doing for the last hour? How about that? Take it easy, everybody. Happy and safe trading. Crush it. Don't give back the money if you guys made some. And if you already lost, don't dig yourself in a deeper hole. Walk away. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.